In this session, we will see how to fetch data from APIs, okay? If we don't have the request package, so we have to have the request. But let's first create a file, and I call it fetching data. .py. Yeah, so even I think I want to create fetching data instead. I think also, how about if we create a fetch data function? I mean, data.py. If you remember, we say import requests. These requests allow us to do this HTTP requests like GET and put and post and delete. Yeah, these are the common operation or CRUD operation that allow us to get data from the internet, to modify, to create, or to post, or to delete. And today we use the GET to get the CATS API, I mean data. So we can say a request, if you don't know, you can just do as we've been doing, dir, and then you can say requests. Guys, I usually do this because it's so hard to remember all the modules, and then I can just do this and I can remember, module name, I mean, import request is name. Maybe I think I don't have this, but I think we should have that. Or maybe I think I can go to CD week 5 and let me try Python. Sometimes modules might not be recognized when I click this. So I can just fetch data. Oh, why? No, week 6, is it 6? Oh, yeah. So we have to go out from that CD week 6, and then Python. I have to. Yeah, we have it already. Yeah, so sometimes when you click here, it jumps to another folder. So it seems that it's not there. But if you don't have, this is what you do. Pip install requests. Yeah, requests. I'm interested in the actually one of these method, the method you see, the GET. So I have to use the GET. First, I have to have the endpoint. We call this API endpoint, and I want to store it like this, URL, and then I have to store it something like this. And then I can say requests.get, and then I have to pass the URL. And then in this, actually, I have to get some response. So I call just response and then put like this. But again, let's print actually the response. When what do we get inside the response? Okay, let's see. Yeah, again, as you can see, when you do that like that, it doesn't work properly. And let's see. Let's do this. Yeah, as you can see, I got this from the response object. So what do we have? Row, reason, request, status code. Yeah, status code is very important because, let me show you, because that's how we know if everything is all right, status code. So it should be 200 if everything is okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, 200. So that means it's good. Then if it's good, let's move on. Then another is content, to get the content actually. So if you say print response and then content, and let's see what we get. Oh, I'm just. Oh yeah, have you seen the content here? Yeah, actually, then I think it seems like it's a very good time to make use of from pprint, import pprint and making use of the pprint, and it would be easy for us to read this, I mean, like text. At least it's hard for me to read it. I don't know for, oh, now it looks like this, but as you can see, it's like it's not the way we want it to be. So it's like in a, it's not in a human readable way, I mean, format. So let's make it in a JSON. So if you see in the method, in the previous method, we have printed out, and it's covered by this chunk of text. So, but since I remember it by heart, I know it. So instead of content, let's do JSON and actually call it like this. No, I should do this. Oh yeah, now have you seen a very beautiful JSON file? It's really beautiful. Yes, a very beautiful JSON file. So now we can store this actually as in the data. So our data is going to be stored like this. And then even we can make this a function, def fetch data, I call it, and then it should take URL. Because we can make it a reusable function, right? And then let's do this and return the data. And instead of writing this here, actually, we can just call this function outside. Print, maybe p, print, and then we can say fetch data, and we can pass that. No, sorry, I think it's better putting it here. And then URL. Yeah, now we managed to fetch the data. By the way, we have been doing all these. Today is just a revision and it's a bit fast, so don't be surprised. So now actually I can make this function reusable, but imagine if our data is not a JSON, how about if it is like text? Yeah, for instance, maybe I think we can call this Gutenberg. Then this, what was the Romeo? TXT file. Is it going to give me a TXT file? Let's wait for some time. This HTML file, but I'm looking for just a text file. Because I'm about to. Someone has been already here. Yeah, this is the file I'm looking for, but it would be nice if it's in the website. I think I can remove this. Sometimes you look when you look for not like that. TXT. Even it took me to a different page. But I think you got the point. So the endpoint should be .txt. When you get the file in, for instance, our cat is now the JSON. Even though you don't see here, actually you don't see the JSON file. Yeah, but anyway, so this is the JSON file, but TXT file usually got or ends with .txt. In that case, also instead of JSON, we just do TXT. I think it's text. For the time being, let's just go for JSON, yeah? And we don't have to use this function here. We can import it here. Import data. And from fetch data, actually we can say from fetch data, import fetch data. And now we can make use of that. But if we want it from a print, import print. Yeah, now let's see again if we have it here. I think it's better also just to print a couple of the cats, maybe 2 cats. And yeah, as I told you, it doesn't really work well. Fetching data, now it's fetching. Yeah, it's working. Now, how about if we are interested to just create a list of countries? Yeah, so maybe what we can do, again, we can say, I think it's better not to remove that. Sorry. First, let's say data, and instead we can have everything here now, all the cats data. And now we can just look, for instance, for cat in data. Maybe if we want to know the countries, we can say cat and then origin. Yeah. So if you see now, yeah, so as you can see now, all the countries in that. And maybe instead of also just printing out, how about adding additional information? The name of the cat, country code, it's okay, but it doesn't make really sense. Name, okay. We can say cat and then name. That is not working, so let's see. Yeah, so now actually we can, as you can see, United States, American bobtail, United States, American curl. Yeah, it goes something like that. So, but still, let's have more information, for instance. For instance, the lifespan. So the lifespan is a bit tricky. So we have to do some kind of a calculation. I can say lifespan. Lifespan. I can store cat in just lifespan. And then I think it's better if we split the lifespan at some point where it should be splitted, or maybe we can just split like this. Is it okay? Yeah, I think so. Do you remember this? Then after split, we have to find the lowest age, and it's going to be int and then lifespan, the first one, and then highest age int lifespan 1. And then actually the age is going to be the sum of these, lowest age plus highest age divided by 2. And then we can again print together the age. And let's see. If it's right, the way we calculate, it would be okay. Yeah, actually, we managed to. So now, how about if we are interested to change this to something like it could be a JSON file or something. Now we are just creating a kind of list. Yeah. So we can say some data. So I can say list of cat. And then now let's just put this information as in list of cat and then append this information. But this is just doesn't make sense. We have to put it like as in list. And then by the end, we can say print list of cat instead of printing every time now and then. Now let me just show you. Now we have created a different data. I think it's better if we say pprint, and then I can say, oh yeah, actually we can also store this as in CSV file or a JSON file. How can we do this? You just tell me. Yeah. So we can actually save this as a JSON file. But this is not exactly JSON because it's list of lists. It would be nice this to store it as in a CSV. Oh, but it's possible to do anything. So I'm just checking some other example, but in the meantime, I just give you time to think about. Okay, do you have any? Okay, I'm just looking for some code that can, because we're running out of time and I don't like to spend too much time. If I get boilerplate code, I will just make use of that. Wait, I know. Oh yeah. Also, the assignment was like this actually. Also, I made it this already. So even the assignment is also to download. You can use some of the script here I wrote to download, and as you can see, all the cats are already downloaded here at week 3. And yeah, so I didn't show you how to download them, but after the lesson, I just wrote some script to do so. And yeah, you can make use of, but I will show you. Even also I have changed it to some JSON file. As you can see, cats.json. Yeah, it's so powerful. So how can we do that? How can we store it as a JSON? This is now a JSON file. I will show you. Oh, where is the fetching data? I think fetch API, fetching data, I think. So as you can see here, I have some operation, but I think the most important part for changing to JSON would be, where is the JSON? I think we worked together with this because I remember that this word cloud, if you remember, yeah. This seems this doesn't seem converting to. Okay, that's the tiny. Then maybe I may have written it here. No, it's not here also. Maybe this one. Oh yeah, it seems here. Yeah, as you can see, I have used this method. I can just show you by copying. Of course, we have to import the JSON. Import the JSON module. It's a module available there. And then we have this, you remember, hey, open, and then we are going to store it as in cats.json, and it's writing operation mode, encoding UTF, and then the indentation, it could be 4. What did I forgot? Yeah, when I was, and then as you can see, just I use the data. So without anything, without any operation, if I just do this, if I run this code, hey, create a cats.json file name, and it's writing, encoding, means we are actually keeping everything without losing any data format. And then as in a file, hey, JSON means this, .dump this data from this file and ensure ASCII, it doesn't matter this, but indent in 4. So let's, if I run this, by now, I should have already, yeah, but it doesn't work. Oh yeah, it seems that nothing happened, right? But now I should see the cats.json file. Have you seen? Yeah, now this has been stored. Great. So the thing is, if that website is not anymore working, this data will be here, but the cats, the URL may not work. But some of the URL came from, actually, for instance, this is from Wikipedia. Wikipedia will be there for almost like all the time. So it's good now, but for next time, I want you also, how about to download the cats? And whenever you download the cats, actually, you will get some cats like this, all the cats, the different cats. So as you can see, these cats were also downloaded from the same API, yeah? So I use some technique, and the code is also, you can get it here in Wix3. So yeah, try to figure out. By now, you should be able to read Python codes. Okay. Python codes, and you have to be able to use different modules. Yeah. This cats API got quite a lot of information you can play around. For instance, last time, if you remember, we made this word cloud, and I think the word cloud I'm talking about is actually this. I think, where was it? It should be somewhere, right? Oh yeah. That's not what I'm talking about. Maybe it's in week. Then it has been deleted by mistake or something, but there was a word cloud that we created from the temperament or the description of the cats, right? Yeah, I couldn't see it, but if we run some of the scripts, actually, it may create the word cloud of the cats. Yeah, do you have any question before we, would it be more secure to include rate limit method when fetching data from website? Maybe, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just stop it in here and I can answer your question.